I'll do a little introduction. Hey everybody, I'm Spike and I'm here with Pascal. And this is the first time I've got to see her in person since she got her super crazy news. Was it in December or November?
September.
It was September. Okay. So
Fred moved in.
Fred moved in, yes. And so, like a lot of people, I really was not sure exactly how you were doing. Like if your speech had been affected or if you were lying around in a coma or whatever. So how are you doing?
Considering I'm doing all right, I think my speech has not been affected. A lot of people worry about that before they see me. If my tumor is growing on the outside of my head, we've had concerns about that, but no.
Like in a cartoon when somebody gets hit, it's like, boink!
Boink. No, it's still inside my head. It's right here. And it did grow a little bit. It's swollen, so we are trying to control the swelling by increasing steroids. And I started a treatment called Avastin, which hinders blood flow to my tumor. And at the end of the month, we're doing an MRI to see what that treatment has done, and fingers crossed, knock on wood. That's why I have a wooden cutting board next to me. So I can knock on wood all day long. The swelling is reduced, which means I can stop that treatment. I'm handling all of it really well. The chemo that we're starting again, I got no nausea. I think I'm the first patient that left chemo and radiation with more weight. And I want to fault my doctor for that, because I went in with good intentions and I was like, okay, so now that I have a cancer diagnosis, what diet do you guys want me to be on? Keto, no sugar, I don't know, no gluten, like tell me. And my doctor literally laughed and looked at me and he said, we call it the feel-good diet. He said, whatever you want. You want to eat a bag of gummy bears every day? By all means, eat a bag of gummy bears every day.
Would you recommend that to the general population?
I don't know. It's been great for me.
I also want to jump back for a second. So the medication that you're taking cuts off, it's sort of like anti-Viagra for a tumor, right?
Yes,
Just
exactly.
cuts the blood off completely.
No blood flow to
Flaccid Fred.
Flaccid Fred. Oh yeah, I named my tumor Fred. Everybody wants to know why Fred. I don't know, it just came to me. We sat around, the doctor came in with this terrible diagnosis. I mean, it's not good. The prognosis is terrible. And he put a photocopy in front of us with a picture of my brain and a tumor in it. And he said, this is what he called a space invading lesion in my brain. No joke, except in German. And I was like, so it's like a bad roommate. So what are we naming him? So Fred it is.
I love it. Would you say space invading lesion in German for me, please?
Ein raumerfordernder, that's all I got. Sorry.
Okay, well, it sounds more.
I don't know, but Fred's in the way sometimes.
We got to get rid of Fred, or we need to. We want Fred to not rule the day.
No, but sometimes Fred blocks things from my brain. Like sometimes Fred, like I'm cognitive here. Like I think I'm pretty lucid. It's just that sometimes, yeah, like that word I cannot reach right now. Anyway, his name is Fred, and we've got some bad words for Fred. We have t-shirts for Fred, we have magnets for Fred, we've cussed Fred out. We are also loving Fred to death at times. I had henna done by Kim, and we put a bunch of hearts on my head because we decided we're gonna just love him to death.
That's so sweet.
Because Fred has taught me that I'm lovable.
You are so lovable. I love you so much. We all love you so much.
And that I'm worthy. That's what Fred has taught me. Because, oh my God, I don't know how many people have stepped forward to pour their love all into me. And so, yeah.
Well, I am really glad to see that you are able to have conversations and eat a bag of gummies per day.
That's right.
And have a sense
Drink
of
tea.
And drink tea on the advice of your hydration bitch. And just also have a really good attitude. And I'm really glad that you're doing an update too, so that we know. And maybe if you don't mind me adding to the update, you are receiving all the emails and phone calls and all that.
Yes.
And this will be kind of the response. This will be, this is your way of staying in touch.
Yes, and I want to apologize to the 700 and, I don't know, I should not even check because it's embarrassing at this point. 753 people that are still waiting for a text message response from me or a phone call. I'm sorry.
We're furious. We're furious.
I'm trying. I'm trying. But at this point, I think I need to hire someone to answer.
I'm applying for the job. We're going to do it. We're going to do it.
I apologize. I'm still here. I'm not in a coma. I'm not dead yet. I'm not planning on dying anytime soon. I am lucid. I do not have a tumor growing out of the outside of my brain. We can still have a conversation if you want to come visit. Don't worry. I'm good. And I would love to see you. Much easier for me to respond to you in person than for me to text you, because it ain't working that well. Like literally I have to do voice text, and even then I still have to check if it works correctly. Because Siri and I don't know if it's my accent. I'm not 100% sure.
I actually think Siri is a raging alcoholic. That's been my experience with Siri.
That could very well be.
So, all right, well, we'll do more updates. I'm going to wrap this one up, but thank you so much, because we're all, I think, worried and curious, and I can't speak for everybody, but I think there's this desire, like, we want to see you and be helpful, but we don't want to get in the way. So this is really useful. Thank you, Pascal. So happy to see you. So happy. P.S. If anybody's interested,
I am absolutely sugar addicted at the moment. And since my doctor said I can eat whatever I want, I will take any baked goods you guys want to drop off. Spike is the scone queen. I am taking scones.
I will be making scones.
I'm not a big fan of cake pops.
No cake pops for Pascal.
No cake pops for me, please.
You got it. We're gonna heap on the baked goods. So.
Okay.